Well, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christy Thomas alongside Brian Milam, and we are here for the 10th annual Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball Award Ceremony presented by the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. I have to be honest with you, Brian, and tell you that I find it crazy that we're at this point of the year that we would even be talking about this already. Season's over. That's what that means.
The season's over, but I also like the fact that we're separated
Yes.
and not split screen, being 30 feet apart.
We're with each other, unlike last year, exactly. So, of course, ideally, we would want to be with you in a beautiful dinner ceremony and that sort of thing, but this is kind of the next best thing. We've actually taken one more step in the right direction. Last year, as Brian mentioned, we were totally separated and in two different, totally different places. Yeah. Now we're actually together in the same place. We're at the Seton School in Lexington, Kentucky, so we appreciate them for allowing us to come in and do this here. They've got good internet here. That's why we're here, you know, right?
Solid internet. Wi-Fi is strong, and
it's important.
It's important, as we've learned over the last year with the four-letter word Zoom that we have had to do. And,
yes.
But yeah, this is a great facility, and we very much thank them for being here.
Well, and speaking of Zoom, that's how we're going to have all of our candidates with us tonight. And that's how we're going to be making the announcement tonight as well, too. But we just want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in and helping us recognize some incredible student athletes from all across the state of Kentucky, as we're going to recognize our statistical leaders this year, along with some other awards we're going to give away. And then, of course, our Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball, which will be towards the end of the night, but we're happy to have you here with us.
And we hope you enjoy this unique setting that we have. We started it last year. It's a little bit more unique again. This year, it's your court side, your home court advantage, so to speak. You can watch this ceremony from anywhere in the world. You can also follow along with the digital programs that we have provided to our event sponsors, ticket purchasers, and those who will be recognized tonight. We've got a lot of players to recognize tonight. You can find that program online at Mr. MR, and MissKYBasketball.com. And that's on the homepage. We'd like to introduce you to some of the other players, if you will, who are part of our team tonight, who have made this situation possible. First, the man behind the camera, you don't see him right now, but that's William Warfield of the King of Stream of PrepSpin and PrepSpin.com. He is with us tonight. Also, Cynthia Ferguson, volunteer for the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation, is here with us tonight, helping us here at the Seton School. And we want to thank you very much to everyone involved with the Seton Church and the Seton School. Great hosts, and she said strong Wi-Fi. We also want to thank our partners with the KABC, that is the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches, one Scott Chalk, and he is the head coach at Dunbar, and also Caleb Van Hoos and all of our team. We thank you for the support and of promoting high school basketball in Kentucky and valued partners in this event.
Oh, they're big partners. I mean, without them, it's a real collaboration. This really is a group effort, so it's a big collaboration, and we appreciate all of their hard work all year long. All right, so now we mentioned we have our Zoom candidates. I call them Zoom. Is that okay to call them Zoom candidates? Because they kind of are Zoom candidates. But here they all are. So everybody, give us a wave so we can let you all know that let us know that you're out there.
All right.
Hey guys, that's pretty cool look there to see everybody joining us live via Zoom. We appreciate all of you guys being with us and participating with us tonight, and this should be a fun time. So we certainly are glad that you are here with us. So we'll check back in with you here in just a little bit. So we want to introduce you to the organization that is making all of this possible for tonight. It's the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. The Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation was founded in 1954 by the Louisville Downtown Lions Club and has been governed by the Lions of Kentucky since its inception, with nearly 350,000 Kentuckians who are uninsured and many who are underinsured when it comes to vision. The Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation services really are needed now more than ever.
No doubt. The mission of the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation is to provide vision. We obviously would love to have anybody that struggles with vision. We certainly want them to be able to see everything, and the vision services through education and detection, prevention, treatment, and empowerment. And through the collaborative partnerships, they enable greater independence, increased quality of life for Kentuckians while focusing on children and adults in financial need. They have several vision-related programs that are offered to support those in need around Kentucky and beyond. To learn more about these programs and the work of the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation, I would like to introduce their communications coordinator. She is Jennifer Hunt Sperling, who will share more information with all of us. Here's Jennifer.
Thanks, Christy. And thank you to each of you who are here tonight. We really wish that we could be there with you in person, having a live event in Lexington, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances, it was just not a possibility again this year. But we do hope that you enjoy this virtual event and that it's something that you remember for a long time to come. We couldn't host this event without the generosity of our wonderful sponsors and the support of all of you who have purchased tickets and are joining us tonight to support the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation and to find out who will be the next Mr. and Miss Kentucky basketball recipients. So we know that as you are watching from home tonight, having your home court advantage, as we're calling it, you may be reflecting about the high school careers that are coming to an end and going over all of the accomplishments from the last 4 years. We know that so much has been done on and off the court during that time, and we congratulate and celebrate you for it. We also want to share some of the things that the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation has been able to do during this time. So you will see on your screen some figures about the number of people that KLEF has served during the past 4 years. And I really want to highlight that these people are people just like you and I from Kentucky, from all over Kentucky, with different backgrounds, different ages, different races, all with diverse needs, all people that the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation have helped or supported over the last few years. And just want to share with you that the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation never charges anything for any of the programs and services that we provide to thousands of people each year. So simply put, the generosity of people just like you and me is what makes our work possible. And we cannot do this work with just a few people. It takes dedication from many. So tonight, as you're watching us celebrate the tremendous accomplishments of every deserving candidate and award winner being highlighted, I hope that you will join us in also celebrating the work that our team has done over the past 4 years as well to help Kentuckians from near and far and to help us continue our work for the next 4 years and beyond by pledging your support of the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. To learn more about how you can contribute your time, talents, and treasures, please visit our website shown on the screen now. Thank you so much for being a part of tonight's virtual Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball Award Ceremony. We couldn't do this without you. We greatly appreciate your support and hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for that, Jennifer. Great information and really great to know that such important work is being done by this great organization to help our fellow citizens who certainly need it the most. As Jennifer mentioned, the KLEF never charges for any of their programs and services. I think that's fantastic. And while the KLEF has been around since 1954, just over the past 4 years, they have provided services to over 128,000 Kentuckians through their programs. So you can put that in sports terms. That would fill up Kroger Field and Cardinal Stadium, and then some. Pretty
I like
good.
That's a standing room only crowd. We
that's
like
right.
that. The foundation's activities also supported through funds contributed by Lions clubs and individuals, businesses, memorials, bequests, and funds raised through their fundraising events. And these proceeds from tonight's event will help fund the important programs of the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation so it can continue its commitment to providing access to vision services for Kentuckians and others. The KLEF has been important. I mean, think about this, 1954. That's the first time we did a Mr. Basketball. We didn't, obviously, but with
Someone
Kentucky
did.
high school basketball, you go back to Vernon Hatton and Lafayette in 1954, and we've recognized a Mr. Basketball ever since. And then Miss Basketball, when ladies began to play again in the mid-'70s. We started in 1976 with that. So you are witnessing something special here, I think, certainly historical as this tradition continues. And tonight we will announce to you the winners of the Mr. and Miss Basketball for 2021 in this virtual event, and cannot wait to I know who won, you know who won, but we can't tell you who won for at least another
Mum's
hour.
the word. Well, we'll move it along, right? Okay, so we can
Can
get
we?
there. Yes, we can. So let's tell you some thanks. We need to give some thanks to some people who really this event couldn't take place without the generosity of a lot of these sponsors. So we want to say a big thank you to UK Healthcare, Advanced Eye Care, Morgan Stanley, and Larry Pusateri, the Louisville Downtown Lions Club, the Lexington Lions Club, Lexington Fayette Urban County Government, Republic Bank, Strothman and Company, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Balfour, and of course, Prep Spin. And then, as we mentioned earlier, a very special thanks to our partners, the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches and the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame. They continue to give this organization support.
Yeah, to make sure to visit the kylionseye.org website for more information about what the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation does. Also, be sure to check out the online auction. It's live now. It ends tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is at givergy.us/Mr. MR, Mr. and Miss KY B-Ball 2021. To view the auction, you'll see the address right there. Some great items, including several fun trips, experiences that would be perfect for a summer getaway. Who doesn't need a summer getaway after the last year?
Amen.
So please do that. A lot of great collection of bourbon and spirits to bid on, which would go quite nicely with those summer getaways.
Yeah, it all fits together. It all works perfectly. So, all right, we want to say thank you to the Dr. Mark and Cindy Lynn Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame, who has partnered with the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation this year. They're making a $500 donation to the foundation in honor of the 2021 Mr. and Miss Kentucky basketball recipients, who will be named later tonight. Though he could not join us tonight, Ken Tribbett, the board chairman for the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame, shared this message, quote, "We are pleased to honor the 2021 Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball Award recipients with a $500 donation to the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. We are looking forward to a future partnership with the foundation to assist in promoting high school basketball while helping support their efforts to provide vision services for Kentucky citizens. We congratulate the candidates and award winners and the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation for their efforts in continuing this wonderful Kentucky basketball tradition," end quote. And Ken Tribbett would have 1,000 stories to tell you about all of that with basketball.
He is one of the living historians.
It's complete encyclopedia.
His father coached at Pikeville back in the 50s with the Beehive defense, which was the forerunner of the full court press. And he knows everything from Paducah to Pikeville to Louisa to Log Mountain and Louisville and places in between. So thanks again to Keno, to Mr. Tribbett and those involved at the Dr. Mark and Cindy Lynn Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame for their support and partnership. And while we are talking about Halls of Fame, they have two great events coming up later this year. Now, go back a year. Because of COVID, everything got stopped and paused. And so last year's ceremonies gets pushed to this year.
You're right.
So May 15th, 2021 in E-Town at the beautiful State Theater.
It's awesome, yes.
They're going to honor last year's Hall of Fame induction. So the 2020 Hall of Fame will be in May of this year, talking about 2021. Then the 2021 Hall of Fame induction. And there are some seriously great players in this. That will be July 24th. 2021, again at the State Theater in E-Town. Tickets for this event, only $20, and you can reserve your seat by calling the State Theater. Phone number at the State Theater is 270-234-8258. Hall of Fame is exactly what it says. It is a great place, and they always put on great events, so please do not miss out.
I've been a part of that for the last several years, and it's awesome. It's a really great event. So
you get to see the best of this state's ever produced.
Well, and just when you think we don't have any more best of the best, they just keep coming. I mean, this really is a very rich state in terms of that kind of tradition, so pretty cool. Okay, so we would normally invite, we would invite the 1958 Mr. Basketball Ralph Richardson on behalf of the Mr. Kentucky Basketball Fraternity to join us to present these first two awards. Unfortunately, Mr. Richardson passed away last year. The basketball community, along with so many others, have really been impacted with this great loss over the past year. So if you would please, with us, take a moment to honor those that we have lost and the family and friends and communities who are grieving, and join us in a moment of silence.
So we are very thankful for the great members and the players, people like Ralph Richardson, King Kelly Coleman, who was the 1956 Mr. Basketball out of Wayland. The Wayland Wasps scored 68 points in the third place game, consolation game in that state tournament. And while not a Kentucky high school basketball legend, Kobe Bryant meant a great deal to this generation.
Yes.
While we looked at Michael Jordan maybe as our greatest player, or Larry Bird or Dr. J, Kobe Bryant has meant a lot to today's generation, and
big loss
yeah,
for basketball and the world.
It really was, and so we will present the Ralph Beard Lifetime Achievement Award and Founders Coaching Award. The 2021 Ralph Beard Lifetime Achievement Award goes to one of my favorite coaches, one of my favorite people in this entire state.
Well, it's going to go to Coach Rodney Woods, the 2017 Kentucky Boys All-Star coach and longtime boys coach at Wayne County. Coach Woods has coached at Wayne County for 35 years, leading his teams to 21 district championships and 9 regional titles. He has been named the 12th Region Coach of the Year 11 times and named Kentucky Coach of the Year twice. He has produced 5 Kentucky All-Stars and coached the All-Stars in 2017. Leading Kentucky to our first win over Indiana in 18 games. That was pretty remarkable then. He is a member of the 12th Region Hall of Fame, the National High School Coaches Association Hall of Fame, and will be inducted into the KABC Hall of Fame in July. Coach Woods is currently ranked number 5 in career coaching wins in Kentucky with 769 wins. Prior to coaching, Woods had a fantastic high school career at Lone Jack High School, where he scored nearly 2,500 points. Are you kidding me? Like, that's pouring it in. And he went on to play for the University of Tennessee, where he still holds school records for assists and double-doubles. That's pretty remarkable, too. So congratulations, Coach Woods, our 2021 Ralph Beard Lifetime Achievement Award recipient.
Great player from 4 Mile, Kentucky, down in Bell County. And I did a story on him a couple of years ago about his basement, because he played at Tennessee, never lost to Kentucky in Knoxville, never beat Kentucky in Lexington, but his basement, it is, if you're a Tennessee Volunteer, and that is the place you need to check out. It's like a pilgrimage. It's like not to Knoxville, but close enough for those. Now, let's get into the 2021 Founders Coaching Award. It also goes to Coach Nell Fuchs, who retired Boone County, and the Kentucky All-Star coach in 1991. 30 years of coaching. Her team's posted a 686, 253 win-loss record. Never had a losing season.
That's incredible.
Under her direction. The Lady Rebels won 22 district titles, 9 region championships, runner-up 7 times. So she got them to the championship game 16 times. Her Lady Rebels participated in 9 Sweet 16 state tournaments, making it to the semifinals on 2 occasions. She has the most wins of any basketball coach, male or female, in Northern Kentucky basketball history. And according to the KHSAA records, Coach Fuchs ranks 3rd in career wins for girls high school basketball coaches in the state, the most wins in state history of any female head coach girls basketball in Kentucky. Inducted into 7 Halls of Fame, and in 1991 led the Kentucky Girl All-Stars to a sweep of Indiana. Began her coaching and teaching career as an assistant health and PE instructor at EKU for 6 years, then became the head coach of Boone County in 1985. Played collegiate basketball at Radford, starting forward for 4 seasons, team captain for 2 years, native of Bedford, Virginia, 1975 graduate of Liberty High School, lettered in volleyball, basketball, softball, track. She did not let anybody else play. She did it all. Congratulations, Coach, our 2021 Founders Coaching Award recipient.
That's pretty incredible when you listen to the litany of things that these coaches have accomplished in their careers. It's remarkable, really, what they've done.
And not just the wins and losses and the titles, but the lives they've impacted along the way. They have easily impacted double or triple the lives of as many wins or losses
no question.
as they've had on the court.
Yes, no question. All right, time now to announce the 2021 inductees into the Kentucky All-Star Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame members include those who have been involved in the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game and have gone on to great success on and off the court. A 2021 female inductee is Sally Zimmerman, 2008 Kentucky Girls All-Star coach. Zimmerman coached at Shelby County High School from 1986 to 2009 and was the athletic director at Shelby County High School from 2009 to 2015. During her time as head coach from 2002 to 2009, she took the Lady Rockets to 3 state championship appearances. When she coached the 2008 Kentucky All-Stars, she led the team to the first sweep of Indiana in the series in 17 years. So congratulations, Coach Zimmerman, our 2021 Kentucky All-Star Hall of Fame female inductee.
All right, so the 2021 male inductee is one heck of a story. George Fant, in 2011, he's a 2011 Kentucky All-Star, attended Warren Central, where he graduated as the school's all-time leader in rebounds with 1,039, third in points with 1,805. Great basketball career at Western Kentucky University. Ended up taking his 5th year of eligibility to play football for the Hilltoppers as a tight end. And get this, now in 2016, he attended the Western Kentucky Pro Day and impressed the Seahawks with his athletic ability. They signed him to a contract, and then just last year in 2020, Fant is signed by the New York Jets, 3-year, $30 million deal. That is one heck of a free agent signing for a guy who was not around football that much growing up. Congratulations, George Fant, the 2021 Kentucky All-Star Hall of Fame male inductee. How about that?
Well, that's when you know you're an athlete. You're like, I'm just going to play football this last year and see what happens.
I saw him in an exhibition game against Knott County Central in 2010 in Corbin. He went in for a dunk and glided. I went, oh my gosh, he made it look
too easy.
Too easy for a guy 6'5", 240 pounds, I guess, and now he is a 3-year, $30 million contract guy with the Jets. That's a good day.
Well, and it makes perfect sense. I mean, he has the body for an NFL player, so I think that's great. He looks like an NFL-type football player, so what a pretty, you're right, a very cool story there. So, all right, well, we want to introduce you to the Kentucky All-Star Game director, Scott Chalk, and executive director of the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches. He's here to give us a brief message to our 2021 KABC Players of the Year and our candidates for Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball.
Hello, this is Scott Chalk with the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches and the Kentucky All-Stars. Congratulations from all of our coaches across the state on your accomplishment as becoming a Mr. and Miss Basketball candidate. We wish you all the best.
In 2017, the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation, along with Rob Gayhard, former team manager for the University of Kentucky, and the family of the late Bill Kitely, Mr. Wildcat himself, created an award to honor a special high school basketball team manager, as these students are often overlooked, but they do everything that we could never do. Just tremendous work with teams and coaches and whatnot. The award is known as Bill Mr. Wildcat Kitely Award, and joining us now to present this award is Spencer Tatum, former team manager for the University of Kentucky.
Hello, my name is Spencer Tatum, and I have the honor of presenting the 2021 Bill Mr. Wildcat Kitely Award. This award honors a Kentucky high school senior basketball team manager who exemplifies the essence of team player. This person supports their team with passion, dedication, and enthusiasm while also performing well off the court, in the classroom, and in the community. This year, we are proud to announce that Tucker Bradley from Meade County High School is the recipient of this award. Tucker embodies everything that this award represents. Congratulations, Tucker, and best of luck in the future.
Well-deserved honor for Tucker there in Meade County. Really, you mentioned it. I watched them at the Sweet 16. I was at the girls' Sweet 16 doing some radio work there, and they just work their tails off. I mean, they really do. And so what a great way to honor them and just to show our appreciation for all the hard work that they do, of course. All right, so joining us now is Donna L.J. Murphy, the first Miss Kentucky Basketball in 1976. Murphy played basketball at Newport High School and went on to become an All-American and graduate of Morehead State, and their first female student athlete there to have her jersey retired. She's a member of 11
Just 11.
Halls of Fame, unbelievable, including the Kentucky Basketball Hall of Fame. The Donna L.J. Murphy Award is presented to a female high school senior player who exemplifies the essence of being a student, quote around student,
Right.
that's very important, student athlete. So here to present this award is Donna L.J. Murphy.
Hi, my name is Donna Murphy, and I'm here to present the Donna L.J. Murphy Award, which was established by the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. It's a privilege to present this year's award to an outstanding Kentucky female high school senior basketball player. The award is given for proven excellence on the court, in the classroom, and for community service. This year, I'm honored to present the 2021 Donna L.J. Murphy Award to Miss Sophia Allen of Scott High School. Sophia, I wish I could present this award to you in person, but be as it may, I'm doing it from my home court. I wish you a very positive experience during your collegiate career at the University of Tampa. And remember, while you're in sunny Florida, shine bright. Take care, and God bless. Congratulations.
I love the basketball goal over the door. Can this get any better than that? That's great.
Well, now it's plexiglass and see-through like a real goal. I just had the Nerf and had to, that's the only thing I could dunk on when I was a kid, so I had about 5 of those. Now let's move on. In 2014, the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation was inspired to create an award for multi-sport student athletes who perform just as well in the classroom as they do on the court or the fields, and as well as in the community. So we partnered with one of the most well-known multi-sport athletes in the history of the Commonwealth, the great Wallace Wawa Jones, who led the Harlan Green Dragons to victory back in the 40s of the state tournament. This award was created for him. Now, Mr. Jones was able to attend the inaugural event and see this award being given in his honor. Unfortunately, he passed away later in 2014. Wawa Jones, 2-sport All-American at the University of Kentucky, played for the legendary Adolph Rupp and Paul Bear Bryant. That's a heck of a day. Won 2 national championships in NIT, the only player to have his jerseys retired in both basketball and football for the Wildcats. Jones, known as the starting forward, one of the starting forwards for the Fabulous Five, 1948 national champions. The Wawa Jones Award is awarded to a senior male who plays multiple sports, displaying sportsmanship and leadership. And joining us now to present the Wallace Wawa Jones Award is Wallace Jones Jr., son of the late Wawa Jones.
Hello, I'm Wawa Jones Jr. I'm here at West Jessamine High School to present the Wawa Jones Award to Jackson Green. He's a 3-sport star, played here in West Jessamine. He simplifies everything my father stood for. He was basically a 3-sport athlete that exemplified himself in every sport. Everything I've heard about him, about his attitude, about his character. In talking to him earlier, he told me he was shy, and I said, yeah, you were shy. You're an athlete. You're the center of attention. So I'm here today, very proud to present this award to him. Jackson, come on in here. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
This is your award.
That's awesome.
And if you want to say something, you can, or you can bring your coach in, or.
I got Coach Kelly here, my basketball coach. I got Coach Marsh, my new football coach this year. And I think Coach Perry is going to be here in a little bit, our baseball coach. But yeah, it's been awesome. I got Coach Kelly here playing basketball right now. We're about to go into districts and all that, so hopefully we can get back to state and win one like Wawa did in 44, bring one to West like we were on track to last year, so that'd be pretty cool. And then I got one more shot at baseball. I haven't even got to play with Coach Perry yet, so that should be fun, and we'll see what we do with that. And then Coach Marsh came in, we turned it around. We had a horrible year last year, and we got back to even, and it was just awesome. It was a fun ride, and I've enjoyed every bit of it with my coaches, my family. My family's been everything to me. They always make sure I never settle and go and do my best at everything I do, and just have a good mental on me, make sure I'm smart, and they've prepared me for life more than they know, so I appreciate it.
Coach?
Yeah, Mr. Jones, and to the Lions Foundation, thank you for this honor. Jackson's extremely deserving. He's been a kid that his whole life has just gone from one sport to the other, and I've asked him on a couple of occasions, what's your favorite sport to play? And the answer that he's given me and his parents have always given me is whichever one I'm playing right now. And I know that's the type of mindset that your father had.
Yes.
to be the athlete that he was. It's been, I know I speak for Coach Marsh and Coach Perry as well, to say that it's been a thrill to coach him, and looking forward to seeing what the next few weeks hold with basketball and then his baseball season. But thank you to both you, your family, and the Lions Foundation for this honor.
Well, we're very honored.
Congratulations to Jackson. I don't think that's the last we'll see of that young man.
No, that kid is a stud.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I go to a West Jessamine football game, I told you, 2 pick sixes back-to-back weeks against Lincoln County and then Dunbar, and then he's going to just crush a lot on baseball, and he can do it all. The kid, there are special athletes, and then there's Jackson Green. That kid is on a different level.
There you go. Keep an eye out for that kid.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation and the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches have a long history of working together to support Kentucky high school basketball. In 2018, the two groups partnered again together to begin presenting the stats leaders in Kentucky, which I love this. I love the fact you don't have to be a Mr. or Miss Basketball candidate to be a stat award recipient. So each year, the KHSAA compiles statistical data from the coaches across the state, and tonight we're going to award the top stat leaders for the 2021
Right, I do
something
that all
like
the
that,
time.
regular season basketball season. But now keep in mind, a lot of these kids, this was a wacky season.
Yeah.
So we had some players that, played 15 games, some that played 30, and some that were, falling all somewhere in between, depending on how COVID affected their seasons. So it's a little all over the place in that regard. So kind of an interesting season for everybody.
Yeah, where the Louisville schools, the public schools didn't start for a month after everybody else. And you're right, there were some schools that were 9-0 while others were 22-8. It was kind of strange. So the awards for the 2021 regular season scoring leaders goes to the following: Brianna Tinchner of Jackson City High School. Tincher played 21 regular season games, scoring 675 points. And if you're scoring at home, that's an average of 32.1 points per game.
Goodness.
And then Kelly Neese of Simon Kenton, 21 regular season games, also 650 points. He chucked it in, 31 points a night. Those are some pretty darn good stats.
That's a bucket right there, right? All right, the awards for the 2021 regular season field goal percentage leaders go to Gracie Merkel from Bullitt East High School. She played in 16 regular season games, made 133 field goals out of her 176 attempted field goals. That's an average of almost 76%, to be precise, 75.6%. Darian Clay from Hancock County High School played in 17 regular season games, made 55 field goals out of his 71 field goal attempts for an average of 77.5%. I have to tell you a funny story about Grace Merkel, and when we were doing the media opportunity for the Sweet 16, Larry Vaught, who most of us know, has covered sports in Central Kentucky. So he asked the coach, was that right? He said, I looked on the KHSA website and I saw that she had a field goal percentage of 75%. Is that right? Well, the coach says, well, yes, it's right. We didn't pad the stats. We didn't make it up. Like, the kid really is that good at finishing around the rim. So honestly, those are really impressive numbers by both Darian and Gracie. So
and she took her team to the state tournament too.
Yes,
so the awards for the 2020-2021 regular season free throw percentage leaders will go to Rachel Bush of Greenup County. 65 of 69 free throws. That is an average of 94.2. And just when you think you couldn't top that, well, Turner Buttry of Bowling Green, I'd like to see these two in a free throw contest.
Me too, yes.
He goes 92 of 96, 95.8%. So you could put a blindfold on Rachel Bush and Turner Buttry, and it is going in the hole. That is great concentration, and those are some seriously high numbers. Way
I
to
like
go.
that. I like
Way
that
to
idea
go.
of a head-to-head competition
I'm
between
into
these
that.
two to see.
I'm into
Yeah,
that.
I like it. All right. Awards for the 2021 regular season three-point leaders. They go to Keely King from Rockcastle County. Out of 14 regular season games, she made 47 of 90 attempted three-point shots. That's an average of 3.4 three-pointers per game. And then it's Ben Varga from St. X. He played in 24 regular season games, had 94 of 218 attempted three-point shots. He averaged, that's almost 4 three-pointers per game.
I call that 12 points a game from behind the arc
Yes,
if you're scoring.
that's right.
The awards for the 2020-21 regular season rebounding leaders, those who get in the paint and get things done. Callista Collins out of Lyon County, 331 rebounds. That is 13.8 boards a night. And how about the big guy, Bull Keir, all 7'3" of him out of Belfry High School, 328 rebounds, an average of 14.3 boards a day. And man, is he the talk of Eastern Kentucky in terms of getting on the glass.
Well, I love a rebounding leader. That just means you're willing to be scrappy, get in the mix, be physical, and then you're tall. So
Or
that helps.
7'3"
Or you can
helps.
be 7'3", and that helps. But you know what? That also requires some good positioning and some good effort. So I love all that. I love the fact that you got players that are not afraid to crash the glass at a 14 per game clip. I love it. Get after it.
Philip Haywood needs to put Bull Keir on extra points and say, just stand there and try to block them. That would be
Just
awesome.
put your arms up.
Just
Yeah,
stand
that's
up.
great. All right, well, as we prepare to present the pieces of the Doc Stingle Candidates Court to our 2021 candidates for Mr. and Miss Kentucky basketball, we want to take a moment to just reflect on the life of a great Lion, Doc Stingle. He passed away in 2014 and was a member of the Louisville Downtown Lions Club. That was since 1961, serving a term as president and was a trustee of the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. In 2011, he was inducted into the Lions Hall of Fame. An avid supporter of the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Classic, Lion Doc had a passion for high school basketball and left a legacy that we hope to pass on to the next generation of basketball fans. Let's take a look now. Here we go at our 2021 candidates for Miss Kentucky basketball. Region 1 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is number 11, Kaysen Connor, a guard at Marshall County High School. She's a member of the 1,000 Point Club and was named a part of the All-Region and All-Purchase teams in 2019 and 2020. Kaysen says that she would not be in this position without the support of her team and coaches, and that she's thankful to be a candidate for Miss Kentucky basketball.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year for Region 2 is Sadie Worth, a guard at Henderson County. Sadie is the first Lady Colonel to ever record a triple-double in school history. She also tied the school record of 12 steals in a game, was the school's first 8th grader to play in 4 varsity sports, and she helped lead the Henderson County Lady Colonels to the state semifinals this season, averaging 13.9 points per game.
Region 3 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Aaliyah Mucker from Breckinridge County. She's a forward for the Lady Tigers who averaged 16 points per game, shooting 80% from the line. She's a member of the 1,000 Point Club and the 500 Rebound Club. Aaliyah says that being named Miss Kentucky basketball would be an amazing experience, not only for herself, but for her family, coaches, and teammates. She will be playing for Midway University next season.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year for the 4th Region is Warren East Lady Raider Lucy Patterson. Lucy will be playing at Lindsey Wilson College next year after wrapping up a sensational high school career where she ranks 5th in scoring in the history of Warren East with nearly 1,600 points and also 850 career rebounds. Lucy led Warren East this season, averaging 19 points and 10 rebounds a game.
Region 5 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Ella Thompson, a forward at Bethlehem High School. She led her team in scoring and rebounds this season with 18.5 points per game and nearly 10 rebounds per game. Ella is Bethlehem's all-time leader in career points, rebounds, steals, and block shots. In 3 of those 4 categories, she broke 36-year-old records held previously by Karen Carrico.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year for Region 6 is Tiara East of Butler. While with the Bearettes, Tiara scored more than 1,000 points and had 756 rebounds. She's the only girl from the state of Kentucky on the ESPN Top 100 list for the class of 2021. Tiara is a McDonald's All-American nominee and a four-star recruit who will be playing at Temple University in the fall.
Region 7 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Taylor Price, a forward at Central High School. She says being named Miss Kentucky Basketball would allow her to be a role model for younger girls wanting to receive the same honor. Taylor was named first team All-Region last season, and in 2017 and 2019, she was named Queen of the Bluegrass Team MVP.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year for the 8th Region is Brenna Blackburn from South Oldham High School. Brenna led the Lady Dragons in scoring each of the last 2 seasons, and this year averaged 14.8 points per game. In 2020, Brenna set the school record for three-pointers made in a season with 78. Brenna will attend IU Southeast, where her father also played.
Region 9 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Bree Crittenden, a guard forward from Ryle High School. She is the 4th highest scoring Lady Raider in school history with over 1,750 points, and she ranks 3rd all-time in assists with 331. She also ranks 4th in rebounds and steals and ranks 3rd in school history in total games played in her career. Bree is a McDonald's All-American nominee who helped her team win a state championship in 2019 and go to the Elite 8 in 2020. You can watch her play at Eastern Kentucky University next year.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year from Region 10 is Maya Meredith of Scott High School. This season, Maya led the Lady Eagles with a 20.4 points per game average after missing most of 2020 with an injury. Prior to her setback, Maya averaged 25 points a game as a sophomore. Maya scored 34 points against her rival Ryle, her highest scoring game of the season, and next year will be playing for the Lady Hilltoppers at Western Kentucky University.
Region 11 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is number 13, Brooklyn Miles, a point guard for the Franklin County Lady Flyers. Brooklyn, who will be playing for the University of Tennessee in the fall, is the 2nd all-time leading scorer at Franklin County High School and the all-time leader in assists. She is the only player in school history to be named a McDonald's All-American nominee and was named the 41st District MVP 3 times in her high school career.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year for Region 12 is Macy Blevins of Wayne County High School. Blevins holds several career records at Wayne County, including 2,636 points, most field goals, blocks, free throws, and three-pointers. Not only that, but Macy also holds the single-game record in the same categories. Macy will be at Western Kentucky this fall.
Region 13 candidate and KABC Player of the Year, Micah Seiler, wears the number 4 jersey for the Williamsburg Lady Jackets. She'll be playing for Union College next season and is a member of the 1,000-point club and the 500-rebound club. She also holds the school record for the most rebounds in a single game with 21. She averaged a double-double this season with 26 points and 11 rebounds per game.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year for Region 14 is Owsley County guard Lexi Lynch. Lexi's a member of the 2,000-point club in Boonville and had an impressive 650 career rebounds, 650 career assists, and 450 steals. Lexi averaged 18 points per game, leading the Lady Owls to the Elite 8 of the All-A state tournament.
Region 15 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Katie Moore, who wears number 12 for the Lady Jaguars at Floyd Central High School. Moore is the all-time leading scorer at Floyd Central with 2,400 points and the all-time leading rebounder with 1,200 boards. A multi-sport athlete, Katie led her team in scoring this season with 18 points per game, with 42 points being her highest scoring game. She attributes her drive to succeed to her neighbor, Jerry Grigsby, Miss Kentucky basketball in 1977, whom she says she has always looked up to.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year for the 16th region is Boyd County shooting guard Harley Painter. Harley is the all-time leading rebounder for the Lady Lions with 793 and is the second all-time leader in career points with 1,945. Harley led Boyd County in 2021, averaging 17 points and 6.5 rebounds per game. She will play for Tennessee Tech next season.
All right, really great field of 16 young women. What are your thoughts based on what you've seen and what you know about their overall bodies of work?
Well, when we get the list of the region players of the year, there are times we don't see them in the regular season. We have to wait till the postseason, or we may see them in a tournament somewhere else. But as the video comes in, and I get to be selfish and accumulate all this video, it is amazing to me every year the athleticism of so many players. And looking from Marshall County to Owsley County to Boyd County and places in between, there is just outstanding basketball.
Yes.
Individual talent we're talking about now, because we know about the team talent, and so many of these teams took their teams either to a state tournament or to a region final, or may have been upset along the way, so some people didn't get to see them play. There is so much good girls basketball in this state. It is amazing. And when we were at the state tournament this year, one of the most balanced state tournaments and most exciting state tournaments we have seen in a long, long time. And like I said, several of these players we saw here were there.
Well, and that state championship game,
My
you know, at the Sweet 16 really shook out to be exactly what we'd hoped it would be. But I agree with you. I thought I was very taken by how fundamentally sound these players are, and how they, at the Sweet 16 especially, which I know is happening at the region level as well too. And I was also impressed at the defensive IQ. I thought every single team that came in the Sweet 16 played incredible defense. And then we saw such a wide array of defenses, which I also think tells you an awful lot about the quality and level of coaching that was at the Sweet 16 as well too. But the ability to put a game plan together, and then for those young women to stick to that game plan and trust their coaches. Listen, we saw it all. We saw, you know, obviously your man-to-man defense, but we saw pressing of all different kinds. We saw 2-3, a matchup 2-3, a 3-2, and then at one point I even saw a 1-3-1. And I said, when's the last time you saw a 1-3-1? I love it. I absolutely love that there is so much ability there and basketball IQ to be able to do that. So I was super impressed with, I agree with you, with the level of play, and each one of these young women played a big part in that as we look at these 16 honorees. So congratulations to all of these young women. And I know some of you are going to go on with collegiate careers, and we can't wait to watch and see where that takes you as well too. So a great group of talent we've got here. So all right, now it's time for the young men to take center stage here. So let's take a look at our 2021 candidates for Mr. Kentucky basketball.
Region 1 co-candidate and KABC co-player of the year is Noah Dumas of McCracken County High School. Noah is a member of the 1,000 Point Club, averaged 15 points per game for the Mustangs, and holds the school record for most postseason wins. He has helped lead McCracken County to a 106-20 record during his high school career and 3 first region championships.
Region 1 co-candidate and co-KABC Player of the Year is Zion Harmon, a point guard for the Marshall County Marshals. Harmon was named Max Prep's National Freshman of the Year in 2018 and helped his team win a state championship as an 8th grader. He'll be playing his college ball at Western Kentucky University next year.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year for Region 2 is Destin Allen, a guard at Webster County High School who led his team in points, assists, rebounds, blocks, and steals in 2021. The 6'3" senior forward averaged 17 points and 7.5 rebounds per game.
Region 3 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Nash Devine, a point guard from Muhlenberg County. He is a member of the 1,000 Point Club and led the Mustangs in scoring this season, averaging just over 17.5 points per game. His best game of the season came against Apollo in February, where he scored 32 points.
candidate and KABC Player of the Year in Region 4 is Bowling Green's Isaiah Mason. He will play for Darren Horn at Northern Kentucky next year after having an excellent high school career, which resulted in scoring more than 1,000 points and bringing home 4 district championships.
Region 5 candidate and KABC Player of the Year comes from Elizabethtown High School, and it's Jaquias Franklin. He led the Panthers in scoring with 20 points per game this season, with a 71% free throw average, and recorded nearly 5 rebounds per game. He said to be named Mr. Kentucky Basketball would validate his years of hard work, but that it has been such a privilege to get to play with his teammates.
The 6th region candidate and KABC Player of the Year is guard Devin Perry of DeSales. Before coming to Louisville, Perry holds a school record 74 points in a single game during his junior season, and this year scored 40 to bring home a win against Mayo. Devin helped the Colts win their first ever championship in the Louisville Invitational Tournament.
Region 7 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Cameron Pope, a shooting guard at Male High School. Cameron will be attending Jacksonville State University in the fall, and he said that being named Mr. Kentucky Basketball would be an honor, and that he is thankful to be a product of great coaching and a supportive, hardworking team.
Candidate and KABC Player of the Year in the 8th region is Kelly Neese, a guard for the Simon Kenton Pioneers. Neese was the leading scorer for his team this year, averaging 31 points a night with an average of 88% at the charity stripe. Kelly is the all-time leading scorer at Simon Kenton with more than 2,400 points, and he led the Pioneers in scoring every season since his freshman year.
Region 9 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Sam Vinson, a guard at Highlands High School. Wearing number 3 for the Bluebirds, Vinson averaged over 23 points per game this season and led his team in scoring and rebounds, averaging 10 boards per game. He is the only player in Highlands High School history to score 1,600 points, have 600 rebounds, and 300 assists. Vinson will continue his playing career at Northern Kentucky University next season.
The candidate and KABC Player of the Year in the 10th region is Grant Profit, a guard for the Scott High School Eagles. Grant was the leading scorer for his team this season, averaging 18.2 points per game, making 76% of his free throws, and he also chipped in 6.5 rebounds a night. Grant's high point game of the year was 31 points against Lakota West.
Region 11 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Ben Johnson, a guard for the Knights of Lexington Catholic. Johnson led his team in scoring this season with 27 points per game, shooting well at the charity stripe, making 85% of his free throws and averaging just under 7 boards per game. Johnson scored 51 points in his highest scoring game. He is the all-time leading scorer at Lexington Catholic and holds the school record for three-pointers made. He will play his college basketball at Bellarmine next season.
Let's move to the 12th region, where the candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Cade Grundy, a guard for the Somerset Briar Jumpers, who is the inaugural member of Somerset's 2,000 Point Club. He is the all-time leading scorer in school history. This season, Cade averaged 19.2 points per game. A talented multi-sport athlete, Cade was all-state in football, baseball, and now basketball. Cade has signed to play baseball for the University of Louisville.
Region 13 candidate and KABC Player of the Year, Javante Turner, is a guard at Knox Central High School and wears the number 14 jersey for the Panthers. He led his team in scoring this season with just over 28 points per game and averaging 8 boards per game. Turner is a member of the 1,000 Point Club, the 500 Rebound Club, and has nearly 400 assists. He led his team to 2 regional championships and 3 district championships during his high school career.
The candidate and KABC Player of the Year in the 14th region is Wolfe County guard Jazz Johnson. Johnson averaged 22.5 points per game this season for the Wolves and he lived up to his flashy name, scoring more than 2,000 points in his career, racking up more than 550 rebounds, 450 assists, and 200 steals. Jazz is also the only player in school history with these overall numbers while maintaining a 4.0 GPA.
Region 15 candidate and KABC Player of the Year is Isaiah May, a guard at Johnson Central High School. May is only the second person in school history to score over 2,000 points and have over 700 career rebounds. He was a member of the 15th All-Region team 4 years in a row, helped his team win 3 district championships, 2 regional tournament runner-ups, and 1 regional championship. He'll be playing for Berea College in the fall.
Last but not least, the candidate and KABC Player of the Year in the 16th region is Mason Moore of Rowan County. Mason is listed in the KHSAA record book among the top 25 in all of the following categories: all-time field goals made and attempted, three-pointers made and attempted, as well as free throws made and attempted, and blocks. With nearly 2,800 career points, more than 1,000 rebounds, 400 assists, and 200 steals. Mason is a versatile athlete who will be playing baseball at the University of Kentucky.
All right, Brian, so 17 winners here as we had a co-player of the year, players of the year in that first region. I tell you, as I watch those highlights, I'm just taken by a lot of different things. There are shooters, excellent shooters. They've got handles.
Yes.
There is athleticism, there's speed. There's so many things going on in those highlights that I say it's no wonder they were all the KABC players of the year.
Yeah, and again, you look at several of those players, and again, they took their teams deep into postseason play. Jaquias Franklin, his team goes to the state championship. Vincent, his team wins the state championship. And gosh, we saw so many of them at the state tournament. But again, you're talking about the handles, the shooting, the stats. I would love to go back in time and put together a statistical history of the Mr. and Miss Basketball candidates and say, okay, what are the total points of this 16-person group? What's the total rebounds,
Yeah.
the this, the that? How successful were they? And our Mr. Basketball winner, quite deserving, obviously. And but gosh, there's such a wide variety of talent that is. It's not just clustered in the bigger cities.
Right, no.
It's in the rural
Yes.
areas. It's in the mountains. It's everywhere, and I love it.
And these are kids who've been playing since they're old enough to walk and hold a basketball, and then to see it pay off, all that hard work pay off like this too. And so I agree with you. I think that's really, it just to finally see it culminate like this on a night like tonight is an awful lot of fun. So congratulations to all of those winners.
And we've got 2 stud baseball players in there, which
Makes
I'm a
you,
big fan of that.
yeah.
Yeah, Caden Mason had a good job.
Yeah.
Want to thank everyone who helped put this video montage together. I contacted TV stations across the state, out of state, and places in between. So want to quickly run down. There you see the stations, WKYT here in Lexington, WYMT at Hazard, who took care of all of the mountain athletes. Huge thank you to WDRB in Louisville and WLKY. Chernoff and John Lewis, you guys were just money in the bank as always. WBKO Bowling Green, PSD in Paducah. The good people in Cincinnati, Ohio, WXIX and Fox 19, WFIE in Evansville, and SAZ in Huntington, West Virginia, and to also those coaches and parents who kind of pushed us in the right direction with certain people and said, hey, here's a link to this, here's a link to that. Thank you very much. And to David Patrick, got to give him, he was in charge of the 16th region stuff up there. So thank you to David and to everybody involved. We could not do this without them.
It takes a village. I mean, honestly, when you start to put these guys together, these videos together, as you mentioned, not everybody lives in a big TV market, and not everybody lives in an area. So it really does take some work to get this done and get this put together. But great job by everybody, and a big thank you to all those that were so willing to help. So, all right, let's check back in with all of our award winners who have joined us via Zoom this evening. Hey guys, we just want to show everybody at home that you guys are all there watching, all winners tonight. We appreciate you guys. So if you've got your award there with you, can you raise up your award and show it to us so we can all see your awesome award? and congratulate you,
Sweet.
everybody that's on the live stream with us tonight.
Those are some large awards.
Oh, that's awesome. Look, everybody's got their awards up. That looks
Yeah, that's
great,
just one
you guys.
page of winners.
Yeah,
Gosh.
right. All winners tonight. We love seeing all of you guys with us on Zoom, so thank you so much for joining. Some of you just kind of chilling out, hanging on the couch, just doing whatever. Some of you probably having a little watch party with some people there with you, so love having all of you guys with us on Zoom tonight. Thanks for participating with us.
You know, and I know that in the past we've had a banquet.
Right.
You know, it had been at a hotel ballroom, and that's great, and I would love to get back to doing that again, but still keep this Zoom element, this internet element, because in the past of Mr. and Miss Basketball ceremony, you know, only the parents and the players of the 32 or 33, 34 players, however many, see it. And last year we had tens of thousands of people watching, and we hope we have that tonight. So thank you for joining us, and let's do this again next year and year after, and hopefully we'll be in person, but still with that internet element.
Yeah, well, there's some level of formality when we're together in person and we can all get dressed up, and you know, especially when you see athletes dressed up. I love that. I absolutely love being able to see everybody get dolled up.
That's true. That's true. Also want to give you another quick reminder about the auction that's going on. Ends at 10 p.m. tonight, and you can go to givergy.us/Mr. and Miss KY B-Ball 2021 to view the auction. Get your bids in before 10 p.m. and I have been checking out the
You're buying me
the
something?
items. Possibly, maybe, maybe
how
not.
Nice. How nice.
Jason will pay, but
Yeah.
your husband will pay, but I'll pick it out.
Yeah. Well, okay, so this we're about to announce our Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball, and this is going to have kind of a publisher's clearinghouse
That's right.
feel, if you will, because we are going to have our Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation folks are going to be surprising our winners as we are ready to go. So this is hopefully we're getting the thumbs up that they are ready to go and are in place and are where they need to be, and we are ready to go because this is really the moment we've all been waiting for.
It is.
So we're going to announce the 2021 Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball recipients. A few housekeeping items first, though. There is going to be a little question and answer session with our winners right here immediately after our award ceremony. So if you want to stick around and watch that, we'll have a little chat with them right after. So love that if you want to stick around with us. If not, we certainly understand. Thank you for joining us. But now we want to go live to Lindy Lampkin with the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. She has just pulled up to the home, or we hope she has anyway, pulled up to the home of the 2021 Miss Kentucky Basketball to present her 2021 Miss Kentucky Basketball trophy. Let's go to Lindy.
Hello, so excited to be here, and I am still in the car
Turn on your
because did
microphone,
not want
Lindy.
to
We
break
can't hear
the
you.
consent.
Can you turn on your microphone?
So
Oh,
I've got it on.
Oh, we
There
got
we
you
go.
now. Okay,
There we
gotcha.
go.
Let's go. Yes.
Okay, so there are some people gathered here, and so I didn't want to spoil the surprise until y'all were live with me. So I apologize if you hear my newborn crying, but I'm gonna hop out. And I'm here at the house. So
It's the life of a mom. We
thanks,
understand. A working mom. That's how
right?
it is.
Yeah, right. She's crying because she's not being named Miss Kentucky Basketball. So,
In due time. All in
maybe
due time.
one day, right?
Maybe in 18
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, there you go.
So I hear some excitement. I think it's obvious what I'm doing. So let's go announce our 2021 Miss Kentucky Basketball. Where's the lucky lady here? Hello, congratulations.
How you doing?
How
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yay! Here we go. Here she is. Here's Miss Kentucky Basketball.
Good stuff. Oh, too fun. Wow, a big watch party going on there for Brooklyn Miles from Franklin County, your Miss Kentucky Basketball. Lindy, thank you. That was a lot of fun to be able to see her and be able to experience that with her. I love it. She was on her phone. Hopefully she was FaceTiming somebody too, or just videoing the moment and catching the moment. But that's to your point about being able to do this in this environment. It's really cool to be able to share this with so many of their friends and family in this kind of environment. So yeah,
because
that's great.
in a banquet, you want to have as many family, but let's be honest, you can only usually bring in 4 or 5 at the very most. And this way, the neighborhood gets to celebrate, the community gets to celebrate. Last year there was a parade for one of our winners in Oldham County, and so this is just our Shelby County. I mean, this is just a lot of fun, and we'll give you some historical moments dealing with Brooklyn Miles at Franklin County in just a minute, but I'm excited.
I know. Well, and how fun, as Lindy was getting out and walking up, everybody, was coming out and they could see what was going on. So really great. A big congratulations to Brooklyn Miles. And you and I were talking about her as an 8th grader. You said you watched her play and you said she's got something. You knew then.
And when I said on TV, the first time I had highlights of her, I said, okay, mark it down. This is a special player, a special talent that, you see a lot of talents, but you're a former collegiate basketball player and you can see and say, that person's got it. Whatever it is, the intangibles, the speed, the ball handling, the passing, the leadership, things in between. And I saw that years ago. And we kind of drop hints on TV, say, somebody needs to offer her a scholarship. And she has signed with the University of Tennessee and is the first Miss Basketball winner to sign with Tennessee since Lisa Harrison, 1989, out of Louisville Southern. And Lisa was one of my top 3 players growing up in Louisville. Kim Pelkey, Samantha Williams, and Lisa Harrison. Those 3 were dynamite Division I players, and Lisa went on to the WNBA, so maybe Brooklyn's got a WNBA career also.
Yeah, well, I think when you think about playing at that level, Kelly Harper down there at Tennessee really is such tradition at Tennessee, but you've got a player there that, or a coach there that was a player that understands the tradition, that is really working hard to elevate Tennessee, and really seeing, something in Brooklyn, which, a lot of, her coach Joey Thacker had said, I think her speed is something that is really, really impressive, and so when you can put that on the court at a point guard position, you have some really good things happening there. So congratulations to Brooke. Listen, I got to say congratulations to the whole family and all her family and friends that were there hanging out with her, because they were having a great time. Love seeing all the signs and all that good stuff. So good stuff.
So quickly, Brooklyn, the 2nd player in Franklin County history to win the award. Connie Goins in 1982 started at Franklin County, transferred to Western Hills, but still in the Franklin County, Frankfort community. She won it. Brooklyn is the 4th 11th region player to do it, and joins Rebecca Gray at Scott County. Scott County had gone from 8th region to 11th region by that time, and then the first in Sarah Beth Barnett in 2010 at LCA. So congratulations,
You're a wealth
Brooke.
of
Hey,
knowledge.
the things that I stay up
that.
and try to come up with, man,
You're an
it's good stuff.
encyclopedia of this stuff. I love it.
What she said.
All right. Okay. All right. So moving on now, we need to figure out who our Mr. Basketball candidate is.
Yeah, we've been giving this award, the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation, since 1954. And so now with the Miss Basketball in hand, it is time for Mr. Basketball. And where are we at here?
We're going to join Jennifer Hunt Sperling and Karen Hayes. They are also with the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. And I think they are, just like Lindy, have just pulled up in front of the home of our Mr. Basketball winner. So we'll go live to them and pull off another surprise. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Brian and Christy. We are outside here. Doesn't look like things are crazy outside yet, so we're going to go up to the door and see what happens here.
We can bring the Frankfort party to where you are, and
there are lots of cars out here, but we don't see any fun people.
We're just told that our winner has no idea.
Even better.
That he is in his room and has no clue, unless he's watching this right now, that he may say, that house looks familiar.
Wait a minute, where are they?
Oh, there's that. There we go. How about that?
Nice. Go,
hello there.
Thank you.
Ben Johnson of Lexington Catholic is the 2021 Mr. Basketball winner. How about that? Congratulations. Boy, he's stunned. He's a little excited. Family's ready to go.
Ben, are you surprised?
It's awesome.
Very good.
Thank you guys.
Congratulations. We're going to hang out here with Ben for a little bit, and we will catch back up with you all.
Okay, well, I have to ask you, Ben, is Ben surprised? Ben, are you look completely shocked? Are you surprised?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. I wasn't thinking I was going to win it, but yeah, I'm happy. It's awesome.
Well, I'm glad you weren't in your pajamas or anything hanging out in your room. I'm glad you were actually, you look ready anyway, even if you were surprised, so that's great. Well, congratulations to you. That was a lot of fun. We'll check back with you here in just a few minutes, so we're going to interview you and chat with you a little bit about being our Mr. Kentucky Basketball. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I gotta that's the best. There's just complete shock, and the family. Again, I go back to the family and friends that are like, wow, losing their minds. I think it's great.
Beautiful. This is beautiful.
Good stuff. That's really, really good.
Congratulations to Ben and Brooklyn. The first time this award has been given where the 11th region has swept the honors.
Yeah.
That had never happened before. It had only happened 3 other times where a single region won, and that would be 1986, Rex Chapman at Apollo. He wins Mr. Basketball. Chris Miller at OCATH. 2005, Dominic Tilford of J-Town, Carly Ormerod of Sacred Heart. They swept it for the 7th region. And then just a couple of years ago, which I still think is one of the greatest feats in the history of Mr. and Miss Basketball, 2018, Trayvon Faulkner and Sagan Robbins of Mercer County. The school grabbed both honors, and that was tremendous. So congratulations.
Well, and you and I were talking about that right before, during some of those videos where we said, that's something that may never happen ever again, where you have winners from the same school be named Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball. So that's quite an accomplishment. But love seeing the shock and surprise from both of these winners.
Yeah, and that's what this is all about. Congratulations, Brooklyn Miles, and to Ben Johnson.
Yep.
And we do have, I believe, William, if you're with me, we do have a brief message from one of our sponsors at UK Healthcare, UK Healthcare Advanced Eye Care, who has been huge with this presentation. So as we gather our thoughts, take a listen to this, and we'll join you back in about 30 seconds or so.
When you're named the #1 hospital in Kentucky for 5 straight years, it comes with enormous responsibility. A responsibility that we are honored to hold. It means that no healthcare challenge is too big or too small. It means that we will always show the best of us. It means that we are the hospital to meet the healthcare needs of the Commonwealth. The best in Kentucky, the best for Kentucky. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Big thank you to UK Healthcare for helping make this possible, and of course all of our sponsors. Thank you to everyone that helped put this evening together so that all of our athletes, even in a very uncertain time, just like last year and this year, we could still do something nice to honor all of these athletes that have worked so hard. They certainly deserve the recognition, so we're thrilled to be here, you and I, to be doing this. This was such a fun evening. So thanks so much for joining us, and we are actually going to talk to Mr. and Miss Basketball coming up.
Yeah, so stay with us for those who are online, and you'll hear a little Q&A with Mr. and Miss Basketball. Brooklyn Miles of Franklin County. She will be the first Franklin County grad to win Miss Basketball. Ben Johnson, the first Lexington Catholic player to ever win Mr. Basketball. Lexington's had a lot.
Yes.
He's the 9th. Ben is the 9th player in Lexington history to win Mr. Basketball honors. And so the 11th region with the sweep this year. Just impressive.
Yes.
And to all of the region players of the year, congratulations on a wonderful career. And I know I speak for you, and as for many others, cannot wait to see what the future holds in your collegiate careers also.
No question. All right, stay with us. For all of those that have joined us tonight, thank you so much for being with us for a very special evening. To all of our candidates, thank you for joining us. If you'd like to hang on with us, we'll be back here in just a little bit, and we will interview our winners. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night. welcome back into the Seton School. Christy Thomas alongside Brian Milam. We have just found out who our Mr. and Miss Basketball winners are. We've got Brooklyn Miles from Franklin County and Ben Johnson from Lexington Catholic, and we're going to chat with them here. But before we do that, we want to thank all of the parents, family members, friends of the foundation, and everyone who tuned in to watch our virtual event and our awards ceremony tonight. Congratulations to all of the winners and to the candidates, especially to our award-winning recipients. Let us thank a lot of people first before we get to this, because none of this is possible without them. So UK Healthcare Advanced Eye Care, Morgan Stanley, Larry Pusateri, Louisville Downtown Lions Club, the Lexington Lions Club, Lexington Fayette Urban County Government, Republic Bank, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Strothman and Company, Balfour, Prep Spin, who's pushing all the buttons and doing all the things to get us on the internet, the interwebs tonight. So we appreciate that. William Warfield doing all of the work, the heavy lifting. And then a special thanks to our partners at the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches and Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame, continuing to support the Mr. and Miss Basketball Award.
So we're going to speak with our Miss Basketball Award winner. I hope she's ready to go. Brooklyn Miles, the 2021.
Yeah, I'm ready.
There, she's ready. I bet you are ready. When the trophy was approaching your front door, the screams and the yells could be heard literally across the world, thanks to the internet. What kind of a shock went through you, or a surprise when that happened?
I mean, I guess my heart dropped to my toes. Literally, that's what it felt like. But I don't know. Them screaming made me really happy.
Well, so Brooklyn, just talk a little bit about your career and getting to this moment and getting to this point. Really, this is kind of the culmination of so much hard work that you've put in over the years. Just talk a little bit about that and just about how you're feeling capping off your high school career with an award like this.
Yeah, this award means so much to me. Like, I just want all the younger girls to look up to me and just be like, I want to be great. I just want everybody to be great and work on whatever they need to work on. And I just love my family and my support and my coaches and my teammates and the KHSAA for making all this possible.
You went to the state tournament this year and you hit the big three out of the corner, and then the 2 free throws to send that game to overtime. And you said, I wasn't going to go out like that. You go out, though, as Miss Basketball. And you've had a career that everybody loves to have that honor at the very end. But kind of sum up your career, because like with any player, you've had your ups and downs and you fought through everything to come out on the other side.
Yeah, I've definitely had my ups and downs. I mean, I set out a whole year of basketball. And now look at me going to the University of Tennessee, one of the best programs there is in the nation for women's basketball. Like, I'm just really proud of myself, and just I love the support, and man, it's just great. It's amazing. I'm trying not to cry.
Listen, I'll cry for you because I love it. I love this in a moment like this. So, and this one may be a little bit of a tear-jerking type of question, Brooklyn, but I'll ask it anyway. What would you say to, or what do you say to your teammates and your coaches? I think you obviously have been really well coached over your high school career, but what do you say to them as you cap off a really great career with an award like this?
That I love them. And I'm going to miss them to death. And they taught me so many lessons, especially the coaches. And then my teammates, they're just the best of the best. So, yeah.
The last and the only Miss Basketball from the state of Kentucky to sign with Tennessee, had a lengthy career in the WNBA. Her name is Lisa Harrison, played back in 1989 at Louisville Southern. I would assume with great anticipation and great an attitude that's where you want to go when it's all said and done, to spend time in the WNBA.
Yeah, that's my goal. I'm trying to go to the WNBA. Yes, sir.
I love what you said, Brooklyn, earlier, about wanting to be a role model and wanting younger players to look up to you and to try to model what you've been able to do in your career here. So what would be your advice to them as they're, they do look to you and they're, in 6th grade, 7th grade and want to get where you are? What would be your advice to them?
When you feel discouraged, do not give up. Giving up is not the answer. Do not ever give up. You got to keep pushing. You got to work yourself. You got to push as hard as you can. You just got to.
I love that. That's great. And now, listen, I have to ask you: is your family and friends, are they all still there freaking out? Is everybody still losing it?
Yes,
Oh
ma'am.
gosh, I know they're all so proud of you and can't wait to watch you wear that Tennessee orange. We will all be watching very closely and following your career and wishing you the very best. So, Brooklyn, we're going to let you go celebrate with your family and friends and just tell you congratulations and take that trophy with you to Knoxville and put that in your dorm room.
Yeah, I definitely will. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There she
Thank
is,
you
Brooklyn
so much.
Miles, Miss Kentucky basketball. That's what I love, the family being so excited for her and so proud of her.
You know, you and I and thousands of other former athletes won championships at some degree or another. But how many can say you were voted the best single player in your class, in your state, in your conference, whatever?
Right.
This is a huge moment in her lives. And I'm a history guy, you know that. And I think back, and I said this last year, 20 years from now, 30, 40, will they say, oh, I remember watching Brooklyn Miles. She put on a show at the Sweet 16 or did this or led her team. You know, she never lost a district game in high school.
It's incredible.
Regional tournament, I think lost 1 or 2. And Franklin County has won 5 of 7 region championships. And really, she is one of the main cogs to put that school back into the forefront of not just girls basketball, but girls basketball in the 11th region and throughout the state.
Well, that's what good players do, right? They elevate their teammates and they elevate those around them to be better and make everyone around them better. I think that's true of both of these winners. And I saw that out of Brooklyn at the state tournament is, it wasn't about her scoring 22 points a game. It was about her making the extra pass to a teammate. It was about playing good defense. It was about so much more. So, my hope will be is that really translates for her at the next level and can really, that Kelly Harper will see what we've all been able to see. I'm sure she has, or she wouldn't have recruited her and signed her. So, all right, let's move on to our Mr. Basketball winner now. And he's just right down the road.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson from Lexington Catholic. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Has it sunk in yet?
Not really. I'm still a little bit in shock, doesn't feel real.
So I'll kind of ask you some of the same questions I just asked Brooklyn, really about kind of reflecting on your career and you like most athletes have probably played basketball most of your life as long as you can remember, and you've worked so hard to get where you are. It's a ton of time in the weight room and conditioning and working on your skills to get to this point and have your high school career capped off like this. What does that really mean to you as you think back on such a great career?
Man, couldn't be any better. I've worked my whole life for this. Ever since I could walk, I had a ball in my hands, and I had 2 older brothers, that always pushed me in the driveway. They always made me work hard. So I had to earn everything here. And then as I played my 4 years at Catholic, I had great teammates, great coaches that just kept pushing me, and I had a great foundation. And this is, it's indescribable. It's the best way I could end it.
Your father, your brothers, everybody went to Lexington Catholic. You surpassed them in the scoring column, 1 by 1, and now you're Mr. Basketball, and I know they're the first ever for Lexington Catholic. What's that mean alone, knowing that Catholic has played basketball for so long and had so many great teams and great players?
Man, it means a lot. There's some big names at Catholic, on that scoring list and everything. And to be at the top of it, I got to thank my teammates. I had great teammates over the years, great coaches. They put me in the right spots. I really just had to hit shots. And my coaches allowed me to do that. And, it's awesome.
What do you think the key to your success has been as you kind of look back and think back to getting yourself to this position? What's been a big key for you?
Just working every day, grinding. I would go in the gym late at night, wake up early, conditioning, lifting, doing all that. And, that's what really helped me.
some of the names in the past that have been from the 11th region who have won this award. Jack Givens, Kentucky national champion. Vernon Hatton from Lafayette, national champion. And Steve Miller won a state title with Henry Clay. Some of the names on here, Tavion Hollingsworth, we see him now at Western Kentucky University, and Dominique Hawkins won a state title with Madison Central. To be with these names, and these are just a couple of the names, you are the 9th 11th region, or 9th Lexington player to win, and the 11th region player to win. Historically speaking, I know, look into your crystal ball, man, you're in some with heavyweight names in this history here.
Oh, no doubt, huge names. Those are some of the best players to come through Kentucky, and especially the city, and to be put up next to them, man, it's a great honor.
So lucky for us, you don't go very far for your college career, so we will get to keep a very close eye on you, Mr. Johnson, throughout the course of your collegiate career. But just tell us about that, and tell us about your decision to go to Bellarmine.
So I wanted to stay somewhere kind of close to home, Bellarmine only an hour away from Lexington. And then the coaching staff, I really like the coaching staff and the players and their play style. And I thought I could fit well in that program. So I made the decision. I committed pretty early in my junior year, and I'm really happy with it and going to be more excited for my next 4 years.
Yeah, big things happening at Bellarmine. So I think I love
Scotty
this.
Davenport wins a national title at Bellarmine, wins a state title at Ballard. Oh, by the way, coached a Mr. Basketball in Allen Houston, who had a pretty darn good NBA career.
I love this. I think this is great. I love it.
Yeah, so you're also the first player ever to go to Bellarmine who's been a Mr. Basketball winner, at least going into school. I mean, you have just hit the lottery this year, kiddo.
No doubt. I couldn't be happier.
So who's been there with you watching? You have some family and friends that were there watching all this with you?
I have friends.
Yay! There they are. I love it. So everybody was just hanging out, watching the Zoom, and then they're like, wait a second, that's my house?
Right, that's exactly what happened. Everybody was super excited. I'm still in shock right now, but man, I'm happy.
That's awesome. What a great environment for you guys to be there celebrating. Ben, congratulations to you. This was so much fun. So we can't wait to see what the future holds for you. As I said, we'll all be watching you very closely and rooting you on and cheering you on at the next level, and can't wait to see where that takes you. So congratulations, our Mr. Kentucky Basketball. There he is, Ben Johnson from Lexington Catholic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Again, so much fun to celebrate with so many people.
Yeah, it is, and just to be able to watch, if we see certain players from certain regions, again, you don't get to see them until maybe a state tournament if they're from 3 or 4 hours away. But being here in Lexington and seeing Brooklyn and Ben for the last 4 years or 5 years, it kind of feels like, hey, I watched that kid play. I watched her. I watched him. I saw how their games developed over time. And Brandon Salzman, the head coach at Catholic, he said last year, he goes, if there is a better player than Ben Johnson in the 11th region or in the state, I need to see who it is.
Yeah.
Well, a year later, Ben Johnson is not only the 11th region player of the year, but Mr. Basketball.
Well, and I tell you what I love about both Brooklyn and Ben is just watching how, I think it was, I love what they had to say about just can't believe it, so shocked, this is incredible. So I love everything they had to say, but then you can tell that it's just a real genuine sense of appreciation for both of them, from both of them, as we're asking them questions in there. It's kind of sinking in that they've won the award. So I think that's very organic. What we got from them and what we saw from them was a very organic element of surprise, and yet a humbleness, and pretty cool.
And that is, if you're a champion, a lot of people will say, act like a champion, been there before, act like you've been there before. Well, they've never been here before. Not a Mr. and Miss Basketball award, and the humility is wonderful out of them. Congratulations. And to everybody who, golly, okay, you talked about it's a ring thing,
I want one.
Can we
Do I
show
get
that
one?
again?
Do
Can we
I
show
get
that
one?
again? This is what Brooklyn Miles's ring will look like. Miss Basketball 2021, Lady Flyers of Franklin County on one side, and Miles on the other side with her number 13, and Ben Johnson with the Knights on one side, Johnson number 33 on the other. Man, that is really some kind of special. It's not just a plaque that you get to hold on to or a trophy you get to hold on to. You get to wear the ring for the rest of your life if you choose to.
I'm not kidding about them taking those to the awards to their dorm rooms. Is that weird? Will that be weird for them?
Well,
maybe?
as you know,
that's something an old person would do.
As you know, once you get to college, though, they're going to I don't care if you were this.
Yeah,
you have
no
to
one
prove
cares. You're
yourself
right. You're
over
right.
again.
Yeah.
But for the families, I'm sure the Johnson family and the Miles family, they are clearing a space somewhere for that trophy
Dusting off a little
for the
spot.
next couple of months and certainly for the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
That's
dusting
super.
off a spot on the mantle for sure. Okay, well, we're going to wrap this up, but we want to say thank you so much to the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation, the KABC, everyone who helps and has a hand in putting this together. We have worked with the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation for the last several months, plural, so it's been a process for them to really put all this together and get this going. And they've done a great job. They, as always, under the circumstances, they've done the best that they can do. And I think this has been a really great thing the last 2 years. As you mentioned earlier, we hope we can be back with you guys face to face one of these days, but we hope to be able to continue this virtually so we can reach far more people as well too.
Yeah, we are showing off Kentucky basketball, not just within the Commonwealth, but literally throughout the world. And if people watch this, send this link to your friends and family who are not in Kentucky and have them pass it along to show how much we care about Kentucky basketball.
Yeah, this was great. So we want to say thank you, Brian. Awesome job as always, gathering video and putting things together for us. William Warfield, again, doing all the heavy lifting from behind the camera. He got up earlier and took his headset off, and I thought, well, he's getting ready to come be on camera. I mean, maybe we should make him do that. Anyway, but he's doing lots of heavy lifting and doing a great job helping us get this out to the people. So we appreciate that. So thank you to all of you who have watched us and joined us. And we'll be back next year after another, we hope, more normal basketball season next year as well too. So thank you so much for watching and joining us tonight for another very, very special Mr. and Miss Basketball Awards ceremony. And we hope to see you next year. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.